Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to BucosLocker. Subscribe to the channel. Like the videos. Share the videos. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, it's your fault. Your fault. Not mine. How's everybody doing today? Let's get it started. Preview video. Get myself together. You know what I'm saying? Jigging with it. Get jigging with it, you know? So let's talk. So y'all know I'm at a new, I guess, this 1,000 subscriber thing. I got to get used to it again. Also, if you feel like you want to donate to the channel, please feel free to donate to the channel. All donations are welcome, big or small. PayPal, Venmo, CashApp, BucosLocker. Also, I have a new feature now. I ain't gonna say new, but it's called Super Chat. If you want to show support during the chat room, or if you want to show support in the chat room, you can go to the super chat little box at the bottom of the chat room. It's a small little box with a $sign. You can hit that and type in the message direct to me, and I'll read it out loud in front of the chat room, and I'll address it. So if you got any questions, or you want to get a shout out to me for everybody, you can just hit the super chat. I'm gonna try to push through all this. So if you got something you want to talk about, hit me up on super chat. I read it out loud and I will address it. So with that being said, Bucs versus Lions, going to the Motor City, into that little nice stadium they have, indoor stadium. It's cold up in Detroit. Trust me, I know. It's cold up there. Different type of cold. Different. Been up there a few times in the last couple years. So as you, well, I might as well tell you now, I will not be at the Lions game. So just want to put that out there now. I'm going to try my hardest to make the Atlanta game. That is the game I am targeting. Going back to Tampa again. I like going home, so I'm a little disappointed I didn't go to any away games this year. I was supposed to go to Nashville and the Atlanta game, but I canceled it at the last minute. The Nashville game was not my fault. It was the airport fault. They had a power outage and they canceled all the flights. So I was supposed to go to about two or three away games this year, and it didn't happen. So the last game of the season will be Atlanta, and I am trying to make that game. So hopefully I make it and go home before the new year, before 2020. Go home one more time. Go see the Bucs on the 29th. Get crunk. I can go live on my cell now that I'm in another bracket, 1,000 plus. So let's get it. Now let's get to the main part of the video. Bucs versus Lions. Lions looking pretty bad right now. Wins, a tie, 8 losses. 8 or 9 losses, I think. Yeah, 8 losses. 3-8-1, I think. It's looking pretty bad. Oh, so you don't know what Super Chat is. So some of y'all don't know what Super Chat is. Maybe I might put a link in the chat room for you guys to help y'all out. Yeah, Super Chat is like some different stuff that YouTube been doing. I'll put a link in the chat room for you guys so y'all can see it. But anyway, the Lions had a lot of injuries this year. A lot of injuries. Team been decimated, man. Matthew Stafford broken back. Kerryon Johnson injured. Marvin Jones hurt. Defensively, they have not been good. Matt Patricia has not produced for the Lions. I don't know if they're going to fire him. I don't know. They don't look like they're going anywhere with him. I I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what the Lions brass do with Matt Patricia, the rocket scientist, former New England Patriots defensive coordinator, Bill Belichick disciple. And I don't know. I don't think the Lions are too fond of Matt Patricia right now. So we're going to see what they do with him, especially if they lose this game pretty bad. So the Bucs, I'm going to say it right now. The Bucs should win this game. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard for the Bucs to win this game. This team is not put together correctly right now. The Lions. Not too much to say about the Lions. I mean, they're pretty bad in all areas. I mean, they got Kenny Golladay, nice receiver. They got Bo Scarborough, the running back from Alabama. He's been running pretty good for the last couple of weeks. The O-line is okay. Defensively, they D-line don't get a lot of sacks, not a lot of pressures. Even with Trey Flowers, they get a lot of money. And he hasn't produced really. I think he leads the team in sacks. He doesn't have a lot. I think he's under 8 sacks. I think he has like 7, maybe 6. I don't know. They got Jared Davis, a nice linebacker. Darius Slay, who most likely will be guarding Chris Godwin, obviously. So they don't have to double Mike Evans, and they're not going to double Chris Godwin. They're going to put Darius Slay on Chris Godwin, or they're going to put Darius Slay on the number 2 receiver and double Chris Godwin with the safety and corner, which basically eliminates the number 1 receiver and number 2, X and Z. Now, if they move Chris Godwin to the slot, like he can play X, Y, Z, F, whatever. I don't know if the Lions will still double team him because, like the Patriots with Julian Edelman, the Kansas City Chiefs were double teaming him like crazy. It didn't matter where Julian Edelman lined up. They said, Tom Brady, you will beat us with N'Keal Harry or Jacoby Myers or anybody else. So expect the Lions to do the same thing. They're going to double Chris Godwin when he's in the slot. He's flanked out wide on either side. They're just going to double him with a safety and the second corner. And Darius Slay is going to probably guard Brashard Perriman or Justin Watson. So that basically takes 2 targets away from Jameis Winston. Now, with that being said, expect a pretty good game from the tight end position and the running backs out the backfield. The tight end should be able to eat Cameron Brate and O.J. Howard should be able to eat this game because the Lions will double team Chris Godwin and they put their best cornerback on Justin Watson or Brashard Perriman. So it's going to be like a Cameron Brate, O.J. Howard, Umawale, Ronald Jones, Peyton Barber type passing game. And I hopefully Byron knows this, but Bruce Arians is very confident in his offensive scheme, the no risk and no biscuit, the Air Coryell. He's very confident that he can get Chris Godwin open. Matt Patricia is not a good defensive coordinator when he has his own team. He hasn't showed me that he's a top D coordinator. Oh, his specialty is defense, and the defense don't look good at all. Like it looks pretty bad. Like they need some more pieces, but you came from Belichick. You're supposed to make it work. So apparently they haven't made it work. The Lions are 3-9-1. They just bad. They lost 20-7 last week to the Vikings. Their season's over. Top 10 pick, top 7 pick. So I don't know if they're going to play I don't even know if they're going to play their starters the whole game. What's the point? Because if you play your starters, you get them hurt. It's an easy game for the Bucs to win due to the injuries that Detroit have. I would love to see the Bucs play Detroit at full strength. I still think the Bucs will win. I'm not a big believer in Matthew Stafford. He just puts up a lot of numbers and just like nothing, like empty numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like 30 years old, 31 years old, 6 years older than Winston. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Got a cannon though. They on a 6-game losing streak, folks. They just don't even look good. So the Bucs offense coming into this game, Jameis Winston with 4,100 yards, 26 touchdowns, 23 interceptions. leads the league in interceptions, second in touchdowns, second in passing yards by 7 yards behind Dak Prescott. Most likely, Jameis Winston will pass Prescott in this game. The Lions secondary is bottom 20s in every major passing category, pretty much. Even with Darius Slay, they're just not good. So expect another 300 yards plus 2 or more touchdowns, maybe an interception or 2. I'm just saying, like, or maybe a fumble. I don't know. I'm poking at Winston because the guys they like talking about turnovers, so you gotta throw that in there just to make him mad. So if he don't have any turnovers, it's like, oh, But yeah, expect 300 yards, 2 plus touchdowns, 300 plus yards, 2 plus touchdowns, and an interception or 2, and a maybe a fumble, maybe 1 or 2 turnovers. He got to get turnovers. He got to get turnovers in the game. You got to put that in the game. But it's a good game. You know what I'm saying? For James and the offense to play without Mike Evans, to gel better, to learn more about each other with Justin Watson, Brashad Perriman, OJ Howard, Cameron Brate, Wally on third downs, Rojo in the swing passes. If Scotty Miller, I keep saying Adam Humphrey. Scotty Miller, he's probably going to be out of the game. Probably not playing. James will be playing with a hairline fracture. So, playing with the hairline fracture is not cool, obviously. So we'll see. We will see. Lions offense, I'm looking at the offense, man, and they're just not good right now, man. We caught the Lions at the perfect time. We finished the season pretty good. We're going to end the season pretty good. This should be a blowout. This is not even going to be a long video. It's the Lions. It's the Lions, folks. I can't really talk about this game like it's going to be something like serious to watch. David Block, that's their starting quarterback right now. Yikes. Bo Scarborough. I mean, there's nothing to really talk about with the Lions. Now, don't get me wrong. It could be an upset, but on paper, we're supposed to win this game. Like, easily. Easily. Now, the Bucs do have a problem playing backup quarterbacks and rookie quarterbacks. History shows that with Daniel Jones and Teddy Bridgewater, we tend to give up yards like crazy. With Kyle Allen, Gardner Minshew came in and did his thing a little bit. So if David Block comes in and just chucks the ball around like Jacoby Brissett did, I'm gonna be pissed off. We're supposed to be 7-7 after this game. Period. There's no excuses behind that. I do not want to see David Block throwing for 300 yards. Carlton Davis, Jamel Dean, Jordan Whitehead, can you go to tight end? Andrew Adams, can you do something back there? Murphy Bunn, keep doing your thing. You guys are young. This is a game that you gain experience. Learn how to play cornerback, safety, gel as a team. You guys are looking good for the most part as young players, first and second year, but more. I need more. BucosLocker needs more. Carlton Davis, do a lot of pass breakups, but no interceptions. Can you get one this game? Maybe 2. Jamel Dean, keep doing your thing, man. I get at you, man. I like you, man. I like where you're going at with it. You're going to be a top cornerback, man. But Carlton Davis, man, stop with the PIs, stop with the holding, and stop just batting balls down. You be in position to get interceptions, and you keep batting the ball down. Just slide underneath and undercut the ball. You long. Stick your arms out. You're 6'2". Quit undercutting the ball and bat the ball down. Linebackers, I'm not worried about Levante and Devin White. Keep doing your thing. This is the Lions. If the Lions do anything, if the Lions get over 300 yards total offense, I'm going to be disappointed in y'all. Even if we blow them out. They better not get over 300 total yards. David Block? Kenny Galladay? No Marvin Jones? Who is they tight end? They don't even have a great tight end. Oh, they do. TJ Hockenstein. I think he hurt though. The Iowa tight end. I think he hurt though. The Lions are just battered. But the Bucs pass defense is not really good. Regardless if it's a short field or not, I know a lot of folks like to tie in Jameis Winston's turnovers with points and all that stuff like that. But the defense job is to stop them. That's their job. That's what they pay you to do. Stop them from scoring and getting yards. Even if it's a short field, the Bucs still give up a lot of yards. You can spin it how you want to spin it. The Bucs give up a lot of yards in the secondary. They give up a lot of big plays. There's some highs and there's some lows with the defense and secondary. They're young. I get it. But they give up a lot of yards. Whether it's a long drive or a short field because of a Winston turnover, they give up yards. They give up yards, period. However you want to cut that, they give up yards to no matter what quarterback it is. Lately, they've been playing good. That's fine. But they got to stop giving up the big play. David Block going to be probably chucking the ball at the Kenny Galladay. Jacoby Brissett, that's what he was doing. Marcus Johnson was catching touchdowns, just chucking the ball up in there. You think this rookie quarterback not going to do that with Kenny Galladay? So, Jamel Dean, man, you can't panic, man. Use your instincts. Carlton Davis, use your instincts. Kenny Galladay is nice. It's a nice young receiver, man. He's going to give y'all some problems. Okay. Kenny Galladay going to give y'all some problems back there. If I was Todd Bowles, build a scheme around him because that's all they got. They're going to run the ball with Bo Scarborough, but that's Bo Scarborough. If we can stop Saquon, Christian McCaffrey, Todd Gurley, Leonard Fournette, Alvin Kamara, Latavius Murray, you think Bo Scarborough is going to do any damage? We stopped Derrick Henry too. So Bo Scarborough is not going to do anything serious against us. No offense to Bo Scarborough, but you ain't finna run the ball on us, which means you will be throwing the ball. And the Detroit will throw the ball over 30 times this game. And I'm expecting the interception. I'm expecting the turnover. Or 2, maybe 3 from the defense. The bets, even with the bets, all the bets are pointing towards the Bucs winning this game. Even without Mike Evans, it's not going to be a big deal. We should be able to take care of the Lions easily. They're going to put up a little fight because they're a little feisty bunch. But there's going to be some good. And the key thing I want to see the Bucs do is play as a unit. All cylinders. Quarterback, running back, offensive line. On the offensive, I want to see the offense play a complete game. Good. Run the ball. Really good. We already know Jameis is going to light it up. We know now that Jameis is going to light it up. Touchdowns and turnovers and yards. He's going to do that until he figure it out. Whatever. However you want to spin that. He's gonna light it up. Must watch TV, folks. I know a lot of folks don't be lying. Turnovers, yeah, and a lot of good and a lot of bad, folks. Must watch TV. The most exciting quarterback in the game is Jameis Winston. Well, not the most exciting, but one of the most exciting quarterbacks, along with Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, Jameis Winston, Russell Wilson. Those are like the most exciting quarterbacks in the game right now. It's always something with them. That little group right there, they just be getting it in every week. Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson. That little group right there just always got some action going on. So it's going to light it up, folks. So stand by. It's the most exciting offense in Bucs history. I like it, to be honest with you. I mean, I've seen the Bucs for years with crappy offenses with Jeff Garcia, Chris Sims, Josh Freeman had a decent offense, but that phased out real quick. But this offense is the best offense we ever had, even with Dirk. This is explosive offense, folks. It's no risk and no biscuit. We're gonna put up some. Oh yeah, Patrick Mahomes. I'm sorry, I forgot him too. Patrick Mahomes. Those are the 5 quarterbacks are the most exciting quarterbacks. Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, Jameis Winston. Yep. So it is what it is, folks. Jameis Winston is going to have to be a little careful. Darius Slay is a problem throwing the ball on his side. But I think the Bucs will be okay throwing the ball, to be honest with you. We got too many weapons. Even guys that we don't think that are top notch with Justin Watson and Brashad Perrin, they're gonna get open. It's just the offensive scheme just gonna get you open. And Jameis will throw the ball. He's gonna throw the ball to him. Period. So this should be easy victory. Can we make it out of the game with no injuries? Because we're trying to finish the season with 6 straight wins. It's crazy. Can you imagine the momentum going into next season, going into the offseason, knowing that the system, this philosophy works? We just got to tighten the screws up on the defense in the secondary, veteran or two, and then tighten some screws up on the D-line and tighten some screws up on the right side of the O-line, center, right guard, right tackle, whatever combination of the two you want to pick. Center, right tackle, or right tackle, right guard, keep the center on a cheaper deal and tighten up the running game a little bit, maybe upgrade it to get a 3-down back, David Johnson, hint. And then with Jameis Winston, get a little more comfortable with, Arian's system in year 2. Can you imagine going into the season with 6 straight wins? Now, Texas game will be tough, but I'm not going to look forward to that. I'm not going to look ahead of the Lions because the Lions can't upset us. It's got to tighten some screws up. It's gonna be packed. I mean, it's excitement, folks. I'm just being positive. I know I like to go on my tirades and all that stuff like that and talking noise, but I think the Bucs gonna be okay. They're gonna finish the season strong. 8-8, 9-7. I was 2 games off. Two games off. I said 10-6, and we're probably gonna finish 8-8, 9-7. So I was that close to my prediction. I feel happy about that, and the fact that I don't think like Bruce Arians. In Bruce Arians' head, Bruce Arians believes that the team is 8-5, 9-4. Like in Bruce Arians' head, he believes the team is 8-5, 9-4 because of the Titans game, the Seahawks game, and the Giants game. Do the math, folks. That's 9-4. And maybe you can say 8-5. But in Bruce Arians' head, he thinks the team is 9-4, 8-5. So I was that close from getting the prediction right. Can you imagine those 3 games? Those 3 games hurt the Bucs, especially that Giants game. That Giants game was Jesus. Well, I'm still pissed off about that. I'm still pissed off about that Giants game. If that Giants game didn't happen, we'll be 9-7. We'll be 7-6 right now. Yep. That damn Giants game. Gosh. Damn it. Like, that was stinging. That stings, man. That stings. The team should be 10-6 or 11-5, at the end of the season, but we'll see. So, with that being said, this not being a long video, folks, because it's the Lions. I wish I could make it to the game, but not going to be able to make it. So, my predictions. Oh, the Bucs is number 15 in the power rankings. The Bucs is number 15 in the power rankings. They are showing us some love. Number 15 out of 32. That's good. Right in the middle. But my predictions of this game, the Bucs will score over 25 points. The final score will be 28-17. The Bucs will give a little bit of points, but 28-17 will hold the Lions to under 300 yards, maybe 325, under 325. Get a little leeway, a little slack, under 325. Total defense will allow the Lions about 300 to 325 yards. They'll shut their running game down, and David Black will have to throw the ball. And David Black probably get some pass yards, whatever, some garbage yards. Jameis Winston will have a steady game, a couple touchdowns, maybe 3 or 4 touchdowns, maybe a turnover or 2. 28-17, folks. The running game should be established. Just gotta get some rhythm with that running game. The run blocking win percentage is not good for the Bucs. The Bucs are ranked 21st in the NFL in run blocking. That's run blocking shares or something like that. I forgot how to say it. But the Bucs are ranked 21st in the league at 57%. They don't block well. They don't run block very well. They probably pass block pretty good, but they don't run block very well. their pass blocking win shares are pretty bad. Ali Mark, the best one on the team. He's like number 6 out of the guards in the NFL, like 96% of his blocking, his win rate of blocking, which means holding the block more than 2.5 seconds. Ali Marpet ranks number 6 in the guards. That's right or left guard. So Ali Marpet is the elite guard, the elite lineman that we do have. The rest of the categories for offensive tackle, Donovan Smith getting paid all that money, not even ranked in the top 10. Of course, Demir Dotson is not ranked in the top 10. We expect that from him. Of course, Alex Kappa, not even close. Ryan Jansen, as far as run blocking win shares, as far as a center, our $10 million center is not even ranked in the top 10. Getting paid like a top 5 center, but not even ranked in the top 10 is blocking, holding a block more than 2.5 seconds. I'm not even going to get into that. That's analytics, folks. I like numbers. But anyway, 28-17, Bucs will win this game. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section. The Bucs will go to 7-6, and it will be 4 in a row. Houston coming to town. Houston coming to town, folks. Pack the stadium out next weekend or the following weekend. And then hopefully the Bucs can close the season out against the Falcons and go 8-8, 9-7. So if the Bucs go 9-7, well, that'll be man, you just don't understand. I like 8-8 too, but I like 7-7 more right now. I know we're 6-7 right now, but I like 7-7 more better than 6-8. Okay, so let's get to 7-7. I'm getting ahead of myself because the winning streak, winning makes things better for the fan base. Even though we still got some goofies out there focusing on one guy, and we on the 3-game winning streak. But I don't want to get too ahead of myself. 7-7 is right in front of us, folks. As a fan base, we need this. I'm sorry, we need this win. Like, not saying this is a big game for us, but I'm saying we need to win because the fan base, they just restless, man. They want to see more wins, and we're winning, but they still complaining. So whatever. With that being said, to all my pirates and my sea bandits, this is BucosLocker. Subscribe, like, comment, share all my videos. Make sure you hit the notification bell icon to notify you all new videos that's posted on this channel. Folks, we're 6-7 with a possibility of being 7-7. So, it's all the pirates and sea bandits, swashbucklers, Buck Nation, diehards, everybody out there, 1 million Bucs fans, all the Bucs Facebook groups, across social media. I want you to fire those cannons, seize the day, raise the flag. Oh, we taking risk, and we getting the biscuit. 7-7. I'm out.